AEW Fighter Fest did not disappoint. Along with two massive title matches, we got AEW debut a pro wrestling legend, and we saw Darby Allin in action after his coffin match last week, and Chris Jericho is also in action. Exciting edition of Dynamite, and if rumoured, we've got a very exciting time for Dynamite coming up. But anyway, we kicked off with Chris Jericho versus Shawn Spears. The stipulation said Le Champion couldn't use a chair while Spears could. Spears focused his attack on Jericho on the arm for a bit. Jericho climbed up to the turnbuckle, but Spears quickly met him there. The leader of the Inner Circle came back with the 10 count punches in the corner. Spears hit back with a modified pole driver to get in control before Tully Blanchard got on the apron and distracted the referee while Jericho was slowly building momentum. This meant Spears was trying to finish Jericho off, with Lust sending him crashing into the steel chair. However, Jericho quickly got back up and hit a Judas effect to get the win. MJF was not happy with Jericho's win and warned him that any outside interference means it was off. He then announced that Jericho's next match would be a no DQ match against GCW champion Nick Cage. Give this to me. 6.5 out of 10 for me. I couldn't decide between a 6 and 7, so I met in the middle. This was a decent match. Jericho can still go, and I just bloody can't wait to see Nick Cage in action in AEW. Hunter Frankie Kazarian was then in action against Doc Gallows. With the referee's back turned, Carl Anderson took advantage as the match began, hitting a clothesline. Back in the ring, Gallows took Kazarian down with another clothesline, and he followed it up with a snap suplex and unloaded on Kazarian and had him in a headlock. Kazarian managed to hit back though with a backdrop, followed by a springboard kick. Carl Anderson tried to get involved once again before Gallows took advantage at this point and finished Kazarian off with a sit-out powerbomb to get the win. Gallows and Anderson hit Kazarian with a magic killer many times after the match. Kenny Omega's music hit and was about to hit Kazarian with the title before Page hit. Hangman went right after Gallows and Anderson, and the Dark Order ran out to back up Page. Page then took out Carl Anderson with a buckshot area. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. This was an entertaining match, and obviously it's just building more and more to this Hangman Omega match, which I just literally cannot wait for. Darby Allin was in action next against Wheeler Yuta, who was accompanied by Orange Cassidy. Allin tried to take control early on, but it was pretty clear he wasn't in the best shape after last week, and Yuta concentrated on the tape midsection. Allin broke up his hold, but Wheeler followed it up with a German suplex. He then headed to the top rope, but Darby Allin met him on the turnbuckle and hit a suplex. Sting and Orange Cassidy had a brief exchange out at ringside, and Darby Allin almost got distracted, and it was rolled up. However, the former TNT champion kicked out and quickly recovered. During his injured midsection, Darby Allin headed to the top rope and hit Yuta with a coffin drop. That was enough to get Allin the win, and the Blade ambushed Orange Cassidy at ringside and struck him with brass knuckles, and this set up a face-off later on in night 2. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. This is a good win and just put over Darby Allin even more before it was time for Dr. Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose for the title. Nyla Rose was hammering the champion early on and hung Baker on the top rope. However, Baker managed to get in control and tried to hit a hammerlock but however it didn't work, and Nyla Rose managed to get back in control and connected with a knee, but Baker kicked out. Baker tried to quickly pin Nyla Rose with a crucifix bomb, but the challenger kicked out quite easily. Nyla followed it out with a beast bomb and hit a near fall before Baker kicked out at the last second, forcing Nyla Rose to get frustrated. This allowed Baker to lock in the lockjaw to get the win. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. For a first title match, this was decent. I just kind of want Baker's reign to kick on now. But Andrade was out next, and he said he had a major surprise for fans, announcing the debut as Chavo Guerrero. Chavo took the mic and had a lot of praise for AEW and added that he was no one was as talented as Andrade. Death Triangle then came out. Andrade had a question for Penta and Phoenix, asked them why they did the bidding work for Pac. Pac replied that Death Triangle was a brotherhood. Phoenix took the mic and called himself and Penta the real faces of the Latinos. Things got a little bit heated as Death Triangle stormed to the ring. The referee had to come out and hold them while they back up. Things definitely took an interesting poise between Andrade and Death Triangle, and to be honest, with the quality of matches, I really cannot wait to see where it goes, and hopefully this is just the start for Andrade and AEW. Before it's time for the Blade versus Orange Cassidy. Cassidy was all over the Blade early on. As Orange Cassidy was speaking to the referee, the Blade took advantage and hit him with a running boot. Undeterred, Orange Cassidy hit back with a stunt dog millionaire. Back in the ring, the Blade managed to get in control and hit Orange Cassidy into the turnbuckle. The Bunny tried to interfere, but Chris Statlander came out to even the odds. Cassidy went for a suicide dive, but the Blade pulled Statlander in front of him. Cassidy replied by putting the Blade into the Bunny. Back in the ring, Orange Cassidy countered the Doctor Bomb, however, it didn't quite work. The Bunny was back on the apron and tossed in the brass knuckles again. The Blade strike missed, allowing Orange Cassidy to hit the Orange Punch and get the win. Orange Cassidy put on the brass knuckles after the match and hit Blade with a second Orange Punch. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, kind of just a transitional match this, but Orange Cassidy gets another win. He looks good, so on the whole I'm fine with it. And then it was main event time, Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer in a death match for the IWGP title, US title. Archer was caught right off guard straight away as Moxley attacked him while he was making his entrance. The match spilled into the audience. Back in the ring area, Moxley went for a suicide dive, but Archer caught him. Archer then exposed the concrete floor, but Moxley countered and hit a paradigm shift on the floor. This led Archer bleeding profusely as Moxley set up tables at ringside. Moxley threw more weapons into the ring. Archer tried to hit back with strikes of his own, and he went after Archer's knee, trying to get around him. Moxley set up Archer's knee in a steel chair before stomping it from the middle rope. Both men continued to throw their best strikes at each other, and Archer planted the champion with a spinning Uranagi. He then set up the chairs and was looking for a back out. The champion didn't stay down for long, however. Archer was back up at the 4 count after Moxley managed to get in control. Moxley then reached under the ring and got some barbed wire, and they were then up on the ramp, and it was Archer's chance to fork, and he then chokeslammed Moxley. Moxley couldn't make it back up, and that meant Lance Archer was crowned the IWGP US champion. Did not see this coming, but Jesus Christ, what a match and what a way to reheat Lance Archer. 8 out of 10. For all this week, AEW Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, another good show. To bring Fighter Fest 2021 to a close. Pretty solid matches from top to bottom, you'd have to say. Especially enjoyed the main event. Yeah, bloody love a death match. And yeah, it really reheats Lance Archer, and a lot of the rest are looking on fire at the moment. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below, and comment on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.